stupid dice.
Now, Robin, calm down.
It just bounced off of the screen edge and it...
Do you know what doesn't do that? Real dice.
Real dice.
Real
Let's try
dice
that again.
never let you down.
They just roll under something so you can't reach them.
Yeah, that has happened before. We had like this really thick rug in our living room, and when we all first started playing, and it was at home games, and people kept losing their metal D4s in it.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it was dangerous. Like, it was worse than Lego. It's definitely worse than Lego. Okay. Well, unlike you guys, I took notes, so...
Notes?
Also, my notes are literally all your character names. There's a mention of an old man in wizard robes that gave us blank tarot cards.
Yep.
And that there's a local gang called the Iron Fist. That's all I have.
I got Archibald was shot in the neck. And... Ulfric's son, kind of Viking-looking dude.
Yeah. His name is...
No.
Arthenar. See,
Top
I did
marks.
Thanks. I did a clever thing, though. I made a character who doesn't remember stuff like this so that I don't need to remember it.
Fair enough.
He's just gonna be like, oh, what's your name again? And that's just what my character would do.
But my character doesn't know where he is.
Oh, honestly, I couldn't believe you just couldn't see no perception at all. Like, and you're meant to be like a hunter. That was just, like, I just couldn't believe it whatsoever.
No, he goes on feelings rather than...
Yeah.
Oh. But, hey ho. Right.
Right, I'll have a quick seg while we wait for...
Well,
I think
Gareth's
we'll wait for Gareth.
yeah, he's away about 15-20 minutes, he said, so I was just away to go through the wee starters.
Okie doke.
Just with things, unless you are wanting to go have a wee cigarette and then...
No, well, I'm literally, like, I'll be 6 foot away, so I can still hear you. You might just not be able to hear me.
Okay, doke. So, from our last session, or from our first session, we, just a little quick recap. So we met our intrepid adventurers in the Byzan Caravan, a travelling group of merchants, travellers, obviously if they're travelling, performers, soldiers, blah blah blah. You met the patriarch of the establishment, known as Ulfric Ursa. He sent 2 people, being Emrys and Mouse, off to defend the northern part of the camp while it was encamped. There they went with Captain Astrid, while Ulfric had sent his son to to look for other people. Urthanar Ursa went on the look for more guards. He went to the performer and sort of scholar mage part of the camps and was put on the trail of 2 others, that being the great warrior Ramala, who managed to fight off a snake, apparently.
I did die.
And Nephilis. Is it Nephilis, Rob, that you're going?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Nephilis.
Nephilis.
Yeah.
I was like, did I say it wrong? I've been saying that for like the last 2 weeks. I was like, was I saying it wrong? I don't really want to ask Rob and be like, you should know your players.
No, dude, I wouldn't have been a twat like that.
No, I would have felt the twat. That's the fucking thing. While there, Urthanar managed to break up a fight between a travelling bard known as Stormcrow, which is Gareth. Gareth, say something? Oh fuck, no, he's not here, is he? Oh, couldn't even show up for fucking D&D. and a local merchant who apparently Stormcrow had entrapped his daughter with some magical spell, but it was just his good looks and personality. There, all of them met up together, had a nice little evening, before being attacked by 7 members of the Iron Fist. Unfortunately, the group lost someone, a young little archer boy, who I still haven't given a name to, but fuck him, he's dead. He's not really important anymore. But in the attack, you'd managed to kill, what was it, 2 people? 2 hobgoblins, scared off another 3, and managed to capture a woman who was attacking with them. Managed to heal her up a little bit, get her bound and gagged, blah blah blah. And where we left off, 2 things happened. We heard a roar from a horn off in the distance into the sort of middle area of the camp, to which Urthanar and Astrid didn't look too amused and began running off. And one of our adventurers, Mouse, started shaking and suddenly, with a crack, disappeared into thin air. So we'll pick up from where we left off.
I immediately go over and just search the pockets of everyone who's left dead. Like, immediately, I come out from behind my rocks, I just walk straight past everyone and just nearest... now, who is it that all died? Was it just all the hobgoblins that died?
It was 2 of the hobgoblins, Boblin and Coblin. They were the only 2 that died. And
okay.
if you want to count the little archer boy that we lost.
And we captured someone else, didn't we?
Yeah,
we captured someone, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Okay, I'll start with the dead ones. I'm like not even trying to hide it. I am going through their pockets.
You're going through their pockets.
And also, yeah, and like sizing up their armor and stuff.
Okay, doc. What would I need for that? I would need is it an investigation check?
Yeah, investigation would usually be the way.
Yeah,
which is so good because I'm so good at these. Yes. Okay. That's a natural 1.
I knew that was coming.
for a total of 1.
Oh, you're so good at this, you know?
I'm so good at this.
Unfortunately, it wasn't a pocket that you were rifling in.
Yes, it turns out that wasn't a pocket. It was a flesh pocket. You've just groped a dead body.
Okay. Is there anything good in there, or?
Blood. That's...
Okay.
You reach to try and go into the goblin's pockets, and it ends up you just going into, like, what, a stab wound into his side. And just, like, go into the flesh and the blood like, coming out like, oh!
Okay. I take it that was my check for both of them.
Give us a second one. If you're going over, you're going to need to move over to get the other one.
100%. Oh, better. 18.
18. There, on this one, you get a little bit better. You find a couple bits of coppers and silvers. We'll say about 5 silvers, 2 coppers.
Yes.
But not too much. Nothing that you could sort of write home for. Thinking that he's...
Sorry. What kind of armor do they have on? Sorry.
Nothing. They're unarmored. It's just basically like tattered clothing that they've got on.
Okay. Perfect.
I'm going to go for the one that we captured and start like taking their weapons off them before throwing them over my shoulder to carry them.
Okay. Whilst
While-
you're doing that,
on you go,
on
yeah.
you go. No, on you go.
I was just going to say, while he's doing that, I'm going to slink off and search the pockets of the wee archer boy that died.
Oh, right, another one. Let's get another investigation.
Okay. Oh, another 18! I love this dice tonight.
You go through his pockets. Now, this one doesn't have much on him. Just sort of things that you would get from, like, a kid. Like, there's a few bits of copper here and there. Nothing too much. 2 bits of copper. But you find, just in his pocket, a note that, when you read it, it comes out as, "Hi, Mum. Just to let you know that I've came up with the caravan and I'm on my way home. As soon as we get stopped at Apleona, I'm going to send this off, but I should be able to bring some money back to you soon and help look after you and the little ones. I'll try and get back as soon as possible. Goodbye. Love you." And that's it.
Ramala, upon discovering this, goes, "Ah, well, this is perfect," and I immediately just use it to wipe my bloody hands.
So, Ramala, being the ever loving person, decides to wipe his hands with this dead kid's note home. to
And
his
then I
mother.
crumple up and just throw it on the ground.
Oh, charming. Charming. That's
And that's me.
okay. Anybody else? No, nobody else. So, just as Emrys is going over and picking up the body of, what did we call her? Beyonce, was it?
Did we keep
Yeah.
Beyonce alive?
Yes, I
Yeah.
believe Mouse healed her
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
to keep her alive a wee bit, but she was within an inch of her life, and with everything else that happened, she's fallen unconscious. So you managed to heal her up, but she's still at this moment in time bound, gagged, and unconscious. So with Emrys picking up Beyonce, you guys hear the same crack that you heard just moments ago, and in the same place that she disappeared, your companion Mouse just boop, reappears back into this plane. You can now see her again. She's popped back.
Well, that was not fun.
What wasn't?
How long have I been gone? Has it been days, weeks?
You've been here the whole time.
Oh. It. Hmm.
What are you talking about?
Have just been in my mind. Not to worry. Right, what are we doing with Gobshite over here? We should get back to
As-
camp and find out what that noise was.
As you
I
guys
also think this one.
as you guys are discussing what to do with Beyonce, you see 2 clad soldiers running up past you. Hurry, hurry! Captain Astrid running past us. She told us to tell you there's a sound coming from Ulfric's tent. I don't know. You might want to go that way. We've got more guards coming. We'll defend this area. Oh,
Well, let's go have a nose then.
I love whoever that was, by the way. On
To one of the guards and just throws Beyonce on the floor and just goes, "You look after her."
You want us to look after her?
Yes, you look after her. You make sure she gets put into a cell. She is
Okay.
prisoner.
Okay. We'll take care of it from here.
You
As
best
do.
do, or I will come for you.
No, just make an intimidation check.
Okay. 14.
You see these two guards sort of look at each other, and you can see that there's fear in their eyes now. Yes, don't worry. Yes, we will look after her. We'll make sure that nothing happens.
Emrys then turns and starts walking off, just chuckling away to himself.
Okay. Everybody else following?
Yeah.
Yep. As we're walking, I fall in beside Nephilis and say, "See that big guy there? That's a real man, that." And I just nod and just carry on walking.
What the fuck does that even mean?
Aye. Doesn't surprise me. You don't know what a real man is, Neffy. Come on.
As he says that, I walk up behind him and just smack him around the back of the head and just go, "Fucking pack it in."
Hey, no, come on. I've had plenty of real men in my time.
Yeah,
I bet you have.
that's beside the fucking point.
Aye, all right.
So after all the flirting that's happened between Emrys, the guards, and Ramallah, you guys are on your way to the sound. You heard the horn. Can somebody give me an investigation check or a perception check, just so you sort of can recall where you
I'll
were.
do it.
Oh yeah, somebody else do it.
Oh, okay. I thought that was Robert's role that I just saw there, but it's not.
So we'll go off this with everybody's roll there then. Well, Ramallah and Neff, you guys do it as well.
Oh, okay.
We're doing this as a group effort.
Perception, you said, yeah?
Yes. Or investigation.
Natural one.
I am not even joking. I got another natural 20 on that dice. I'm gonna. If it does it again, I'm changing dice. That's too many. Do you want me to roll it again? Because I feel like I've had too many now.
No. Just go with it. Go with it.
Makes a 21.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Rob has really counterbalanced your natural 20 there.
Okay.
That's really much.
That's fine.
So after a little bit of bickering here and there, it's like, no, we've had the sound over here, you know. Nephilis just starts walking towards the area that the guys ran off, and in the previous battle, and people have gone, no, this way, you know. It's eventually you guys do get to Ulfric's tent about 20 minutes after you've left. Pardon me, I just burped there. I didn't want that on everybody to hear that. About 20 minutes after you guys left Orthanar and Astrid, and you've now reached Ulfric's tent.
We are probably too late. It's taken us too long to get here. Let's go get some food and get drunk.
You're wanting to go away?
No, I'll go and check his tent.
We can get drunk
Okay.
after we've checked the tent.
As you guys walk in, even Nephilis sees the tent is filled with dead bodies. About 3, 4, 5 different types, goblins, humans, strewn about the floor, and in the corner you can hear wailing like a baby. Orthanar Ursa cradling the body of his dead father.
Okay, I
Um,
walk straight up to Berthanar and I cast Calm Emotions on him.
How dead is dead? Is there anything I can do for him?
Nothing.
You
There's
can build a
nothing-
bonfire.
Yeah.
As you approach to try and cast a spell on Urthanar, he just gives you a glance, and Captain Astrid leaps towards you. She's off in the corner as well, in another corner, grieving. She grabs you and turns you away. No, you cannot do this. Just leave him. You see in her face
I
that
don't know.
there's, like she's been properly wailing as well.
Well, listen, Hen. All I was wanting to do was cast a little calm emotion spell. It would help you. It would help us get to the bottom of what's happened here a little bit quicker.
I know it's. It won't do anything. I swear. You have to leave him.
Aye.
You have to leave him.
Okay,
Just
no problem. It's up to you.
take. I can't think.
I just start looting the bodies.
Give me 4 investigation checks.
Right, okay.
No. Did we go investigation last time?
Yeah,
we went to education last time. Well, I did
Yeah.
it anyway.
Are you pushing Ulthanar aside as you rummage in his dad's pockets, or?
I'm not doing that. I'm not investigating him. Not.
I was
at the
I was
moment.
away to say, because you'll make me a liar if we say we're not using roll 20 for initiative for fights tonight. If that's the case.
If calm emotions had worked, maybe. The first one was a 13. The second was a 5. Fuck me! That was a 20 on the third one with a different dice. And a 2. So I had a 20, a 13, a 5, and a 2.
And Stormcrow has a 9 for the last one.
Yeah, so I basically turned into Nephilis, and I basically just know about moving to the tent.
So, looking through,
What was that second?
what was it, Gareth? Sorry, you cut out a little bit there.
No, I was just saying, I'm basically done a Nephilis, and I've just about noticed I'm in a tent.
I don't even think he knows he's in the tent at this moment in time. That's... as you're rummaging through the pockets of these fallen Iron Fist fighters, there's nothing in it. These guys have just been given, from the looks of it, one task and one task only.
And it's to kill
It's to kill
your man.
Ulfric.
Ulfric, yeah.
Yeah.
So there's no like
There's no-
orders or anything like that on them. It's literally just
Nothing.
them and their weapons.
Just literally just the weapons and the clothes on their back. Like they're it's basically the same as the guys from before. They're just clad in cloth and not even leather, but just like
Yeah.
it looks like it's a wee bit thicker than like wool and cotton and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But
just like thick clothes.
yeah, just thick clothing, stuff that it's to make them sort of blend in to the caravaneers or whatever you would call them.
Okay. Yeah, so I just turn to Astrid and say, "No clues, I'm afraid."
We know that they're Iron Fist. And she
Aye,
sort
I
of
know that.
She turns one over and shows the sort of branding on the neck of one of them. Looks just a bit off center, and you just see like this, what the best outline of a fist that you could possibly see. It looks like it's been a little bit janky, but it's clearly a fist.
No, I mean, I gathered it was Iron Fist, but sometimes there's further motives, and clearly this was at least a two-pronged attack. We don't know that there aren't other prongs
They've
in
attacked
play.
other.
But
They've attacked other parts of the camp. From the looks of it,
so, what do these people have against you? Why are they doing this?
this is not for tonight. She walks over to the desk, and you just see her pick up a quill and some parchment, and just quickly scribble something down. Hands it to Ramallah, and says, "Take this. Go to the guard caravan. Show them this. If you do not have a place to stay tonight, just go. We'll talk about this in the morning when Orthanar has his head. We need to collect our thoughts and hear from everybody else." And you just see sort of behind in her face, tears start welling up again, and sort of the something's caught in her throat. Please just drop off the prisoner and go. Take her to the
Aye.
guards. Take her to the guard quarters or something. But get yourself some rest.
Okay, Hen,
And
no bother.
And she sort of turns and starts grieving over Ulfric's body with Orthanar.
I guess
What do
we
you
should
guys
go
wanna do?
drop this one off.
You mentioned something. I'm saying to Mouse. You mentioned something about getting something to eat. You think we could grab something on the way there, like?
Yeah, we'll take this one to the guards to be properly locked up.
Oh,
and-
we'll take that one to the guards first, will we?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't want to get slack and let this one have a chance to escape. We might as well deal with her first.
I guess you're right. I just slink it.
It is like an extra 10 minutes out of the way. What,
It's fine.
I'm sorry tonight has been such a hardship on you.
Suddenly, a memory pops into your heads. You do not have the prisoner. Emrys
Yeah, we
dropped
left
him.
it with some guards.
Oh,
Yes.
fuck. What we left for. Oh, fucking bit. Oh, well, let's go get the bloody prisoner. And...
She better not have done anything to her. We need answers.
I'm guessing they would take her back to the prison caravan area, surely.
Yeah,
There's-
like what guards did we leave? So a couple of extra guards came up to join us, and we left Beyonce with these other guards. Is that what
Yes.
happened? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ugh, I don't think I have sending to.
Oh, not at this level.
No.
Does somebody want to make an investigation check to see if they can get an easier way back this time?
Group one or just one person?
Just
We'll
one
take
person.
take Emerus as one.
Well, we could take mine, which is 15.
Who do we want to go
I'm
with?
happy with that.
The 15 or the 1?
I mean, Emerus was first.
Emrys,
Oh,
do you want them to go with yours, or do you want them to go with the...
listen,
I
everyone.
just turn.
Yeah, and you go.
I turn to everyone. Just, I will go get her, and just start sulking off.
Is everybody going with them?
I'm going with them.
Yeah. He seems like he's know what he's doing.
Emerus is the leader.
So, with Emrys and the gang going, Stormcrow manages to remember the way to the northern camp for the evening that you guys were guarding, and you find it abandoned. No one's there.
I told you we should have got something to eat first.
Oh, bollocks.
Maybe the guards probably took them to the guardhouse for us. It's the obvious thing that happened.
Yes, like obviously the ones that ran away didn't come back and free her, and
Aye, well, we left them with guards, didn't we? I mean, the guards, obviously.
Mouse.
And anyway,
Can you
on you
give
go.
me
Does-
2 seconds? Can you give me another one? We'll go for another investigation or perception check.
anybody or
Yeah, mouse. Sorry, that's it.
me.
Yeah, Stormcrow.
Eh,
22.
these dice are fucking shit.
So
The dice
Stormcrow and mouse.
Name hat.
Stormcrow and mouse. Giving a quick search over the battleground. You notice that the small bits of armor that the guards wear from the Byzan caravan that distinguish them from travellers, shows them off to be guards, has been strewn across the ground. The weapons and armour have been taken off, and the rope that you used to bound Beyonce has been abandoned in the area that Emrys dropped her off.
They weren't fucking guards.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Jesus, we are in so much trouble.
What kind of armor did they leave in the ground?
Just little patches of like boiled leather and stuff like that, you know, like
So,
like pauldrons and like a fucking leather, like steel cap sort of thing.
would it
just
count as leather armor?
Not really. It's like I say, it's like you know, like a hockey player sort of their
Yeah,
padding,
yeah.
but not like
Absolutely.
fucking the full chest and stuff like that. It's just
Yeah,
like it's just like shoulder pads and
very
like,
casual.
no greaves, but just like fucking the leather stuff that you would put over your forearms and stuff like
I
that.
swear to God, if I have to pay for armor, I'm gonna cry. No, that's cool.
Now you've said it, we don't get armor for anybody. That's just done. That's
No baddies have armor for the whole game. It's all just
Yeah.
natural skills.
everybody is just in their briefs. That's it. They're just walking around in a pair of pants.
They're all like that Elden Ring player with the pot in his head.
Yes, that is the way I'm playing. I'm making
Let me
everybody
solo
play.
her.
Let me solo her. So, what do you want to do? I mean, to be honest, if we go after them, there's going to be at least 3 of them, probably 6 of them, since 3 of them got away before. Probably more.
I obviously, I remember what Beyonce was wearing. So, like, if she was wearing like a belt or like if I noticed a weapon on her, I'm just going to do a quick locate object on that item and see if they're in anywhere within the vicinity. I can't even speak.
Vicinity.
That's the one.
Good
Here.
call. A very good call.
It's only about 1,000 feet or something. Yeah, 1,000 feet. But it should tell me what direction it is, and if it's in motion, I know the direction of its movement.
So when we did our investigation check, would we have seen any signs of the way they might have walked?
Yeah, the tracks and stuff.
With where you seen where everything had just been discarded, it is quite dark. You would have been able to make out sort of faint footprints, but you know that they've ran right back into the forest in which they came. If you want to follow, I'll get you all to make other investigation checks or nature checks or something like that until we find something.
So I just
So
look
it's
at the
up
rest of the group and go, does anybody really want to go fucking traipsing around in that forest at this time of night?
Hold on. Let me do my spell. I'll see if they're anywhere close still. They might be still watching us to see what we do.
Okay. What?
So I'm going to grab my amulet and think of an item on her person and see if I get a ping off of it.
No, I'm trying to remember what she looked like as well in my head. Very much like there wasn't anything on her that you could say, oh yes, it was this or that. She was wearing very much like what the hobgoblins and the the dead bodies in Ulfric's tent were wearing. It's just literally bog standard clothing. But you did disarm her when you left. But you find that only one of her daggers has been taken. The rest of it's just been abandoned. She's taken up a dagger and ran.
So I will think about her dagger and see if I can sense it then.
Okay. Locate objects. What is that? Is that a roll or is that?
No, it's describe a name or name an object that's familiar to you. You sense the direction to the object's location as long as the object is in within 1,000 feet of me.
Okay. Sorry guys, I'm fucking shite here at the moment. So you're thinking about her dagger?
Yeah, just to see if they're like still in the area watching us, watching the caravan.
You get a faint ping coming from your amulet as you sort of hold it up, and it shows you roughly where they went, and it follows the line that you could see, the footmarks in the ground going towards the the forest. But with every few seconds, it's getting the magical pulse is getting fainter and fainter, and after 30 seconds to a minute, it feels like it's just boom, gone. Which would say to you that they must be on something moving quite fast. They're either moving really fast themselves, teleporting, or they've maybe had horses or something waiting and disappeared.
Well, I know they went that way, but I've lost them now, so I don't think we're going to be able to follow. We're going to be in so much trouble.
I mean, we're not, because they're not even paying us, so, like, they can't be that bad.
Yeah, I'm sure when he points out that the one person who could have led him to who killed his father disappeared, he's going to be really fucking happy with us.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, let's be honest, there was 5 of them dead in that tent, and they didn't bother to leave any one of them alive, did they?
Ramala and Nephilis, after that statement from Ramala, a memory flashes up in your head in which Orthanar Ursa, the guy whose dad just died, did promise to give you money for your guard duties last night. Or a few hours previous.
Aye, well, so anyway, like I was saying, it's not like they're paying us for this or anything.
Rom, he did promise us money.
Yeah, we were getting paid.
Yeah, I don't think now's really the time to ask him for money.
I didn't mean that. No.
I'm just saying we were promised. I'm not saying we go up there now and ask a grieving son for his father's chit.
Right, every second we are standing here arguing about it, they are getting further away. Do we chase while I can still possibly find them again, or are we giving up?
Nah, they're gone.
I say we know the general direction. Trying to find them now and possibly getting ambushed in the dark isn't the best outcome.
True.
Yeah. I reckon we go with this one here. sod off somewhere and let's go get drunk and deal with this in the morning.
That is a very good plan.
Love it.
I just don't like to let people down, is all.
Me
You
neither.
don't let anyone down. It
Yeah,
was
well-
my fault.
I think we can safely say we've done everything we could possibly do. I mean, how are we supposed to know that they weren't camp guards? You know what I mean? And also, we were asked to do a bit of guard duty, and we managed to fend off an attack on the camp. I don't think we've done anything bad or let anyone down.
Right, who's hungry?
Bloody starving.
Yeah, I'm not.
So, as you guys, I say slink back, but you go back to the camp, feeling all deflated from what's happened. You go towards the sort of the food caravans, knowing how late it is at night. Everybody's sort of packing up to go to bed. 'Cause this is after midnight now, but there's still a couple of the sort of bar caravans open who would have some leftovers. Nothing major. It would be like cold meats and stale bread, stale pastries. Also, and they're willing to, obviously, in this moment in time, during all the turmoil that's happened as well, give you something. Seeing as though you've been on guard duty all night. Are you guys wanting to continue doing something, or you just want to drink yourself into a stupor before going to getting a rest?
Well, as he's drinking, he just can't help himself, Stormcrow, and he gets his lyre from on his back and starts bringing out a bit of a tune. Nothing too cheerful, nothing too depressing, but just a sort of little bit of background noise while they're just sitting there chatting.
I will say we also do need to report to the guard captain, because no one technically knows that that person got away, and we've not really reported into anyone.
That's a very good point.
Ah, for shit's sake. And Stormcrow just gets up, grabs hold of Emrys's arms and go, "Come on, you big ugly bastard, you're coming with me."
As you turn around, picking up Emrys as you can, Stormcrow, you just notice off in the distance the merchant's daughter, who caused you to get in a little bit of a scuff, just sort of peering out of the tent that her and her father have been in, and just sort of staring over where you've been playing. Still a bit of infatuation in her eyes.
Just this little low mutter of, "Oh, for fuck's sake, not this now." Ellie, let's go.
You notice just she peeks her head
Wait,
up a little
before you
bit
go,
and
I
she
have
just-
an idea.
and gives you just a little wave, one of those little finger waves, like yoo.
And he just does that sort of embarrassed sort of thing, you know, when you've just seen someone that you've vaguely known in the past, and you just do that sort of, "Yeah, hi."
What's your idea, Neffy?
Well, if we haven't reported to the guards yet, they don't know that we had their leader in and then lost her again.
Aye, but then Astrid will just tell them. Well, she'll tell that she's
Astrid
probably
knows
already
anything.
told them that they're expecting someone.
Oh shit, yeah. Never mind.
Yeah,
So-
Stormcrow and you two should definitely go. That's a good idea.
And look over at Ramada and say, "If you get drunk, no chasing snakes, and don't start any shit."
Oh, hey, what's the equivalent of a brownie's honor in this place?
Ranger Scouts honor or some shit like that. Well,
I'll say
Bear Owl Cubs honor.
Bear Owl Cubs honor on my life. Don't you worry.
I
And
just look at Ram and go,
Come on, Emmy, let's get out of here before any shit goes down.
Are you two reporting back to the guard captains? Or
Yeah.
the guard tents?
Yeah, I'll
But
go with them.
as I leave, just say, Mouse, keep an eye on them, please, my darling, and just blow her a little kiss.
I'm fucking coming with you. You're not leaving me with them.
Oh, shit. Right, we're all going.
No, it's fine. Listen, me and Nephi will stay here. We'll hold down the fort. Yous can go and we'll just stay here and keep an eye on the place. You know.
Neffy doesn't know where it is, and you're bloody useless when you get drunk. Get moving.
He has a point, Rob.
I mean, I don't need to know where I am. I can sleep anywhere. Fine. Fucking fine.
So
And I come along.
you've managed to convince Ramallah to put down his pint and come with you
No,
towards...
I mean, he puts down an empty glass. Let's be honest.
picks up everybody else's tankards on the way, just in case they
Yeah.
left any drudges.
I pour them all into one glass. You know, there's probably like wine, cider, and beer all in one glass now. Just tan it on the way.
It's just-
Love
It's
a
just
dirty
become
pint.
the dirty. I was going to say it's become the dirtiest pint in existence. That reminds me, I'm going to need to send you the video. One of my pals with a dirty pint. So, who's taking the lead to go to the guard?
Oh, shit!
You're
Jesus
right.
Christ. Is everything okay?
Yeah, no, I'm in my kitchen. I've just gone to the fridge to get a drink. I've dropped the Diet Coke bottle and then thought it was a wonderful idea to open it.
Oh, you...
For God's sake.
Fucking covered.
Right. So Mouse now takes a permanent intelligence having and having wisdom as well. That's fucking... What?
I am wise, I am not smart.
What possessed you to do that? Huh? Fucking hell.
Oh, I don't know, but my hoodie is soggy and it makes me uncomfortable.
Oh. Nothing worse than a soggy hoodie. So, who's taking the lead on this to get to the guard camp or the guards' tents?
Emeritus.
Emrys? Now,
Emeritus.
say,
And I'm just
I'll s-
tagging along. I'm just wandering along behind him, mainly because I'm just keeping an eye out as well for the merchant to see if I see him anywhere around at the same time. Just sort of huddled behind him, you know, just sort of like trying to keep my head down so no one sees me.
so you've got you're hiding behind your big bodyguard, essentially. That's
Yeah.
Yeah. So, as Emrys, you've obviously spent time on duty before. You'll know where the guard tents and caravans are. It shouldn't take you long traversing where you know they usually set up. Even though it's a travelling sort of caravan, you know that they keep into sort of the vicinity that, like Ulfric's tents and where the soldiers and that sort of congregate beside the tavern areas. When you get there, you just sort of you see this deflated sort of guard captain sitting there, stressed out. He's got a bandage over his head. He's obviously been attacked as well during the night. He just sort of sits up, looks at you. What is it?
Waking with nose.
Okay.
And he puts his arm back and waves to Ramallah. This little one has not for you.
Eh?
You have the note
What note?
about the information.
What information?
Are you wasting my time, guys? I'm not in the mood for this tonight.
Oh, wait a minute. Aye, hang on. I found it. I've got it. And then I take it out and pass over the note that Astrid gave me.
I can't tell if you were actually in character there or just genuinely forgot that you were given a note like 5 minutes ago. Like that's some good RPing.
It's one, half dozen the other.
Yeah. The guard captain just sort of grabs the note that you've got. He's holding the bandage over his head. He's looking at it like, okay. He says here from Captain Astrid that you guys are allowed to stay here tonight. Get a bunk in the barracks.
If there is room and it is convenient.
Yes, we've lost a few people tonight, so grab a bed. Hold on, I'll go and see if there's somebody to get your prisoner. Is she outside?
About that, we thought
Guards,
that
and
guy.
they were not guards.
Hold on. Explain that again, please. And you just see sort of
We captured-
wiping blood away from his eyes again, just like he's now really tired and really fucked off.
We caught the prisoner. I left her with some people in guard uniform. They were not guards. They were people in your uniforms and have escaped. This is all on me.
Fuck.
It's not your fault. They were wearing guard uniforms. We are new.
Yeah, I
we
mean,
don't know.
How are you supposed
There's
to
no
know?
way you could have known them.
It's not like
No.
you're captain of the guard and you're supposed to know who everyone
No,
looks like.
he just shoots you a look and you're just like, oh, fuck off.
So I just
I'm
rolled
not-
a persuasion check. I hit 25. So I
Okay.
talk to the guard. So I talk to the guard captain. I say, "Look, it's dark. They're wearing guards uniforms. They come up and say they can look after the prisoner. We've got to go and follow a home where there's a noise and there's a ruckus in the camp. We had a split second to make a decision. We made the call. I'm sorry if it was the wrong one,
I
but
don't
we just
blame
did the
you.
best we could in the circumstance at the time. We're really
That-
sorry.
that-
Did realize-
shh. I don't blame you. See this scar across my head now? And he just sort of pulls back the bandage and you see this like, massive gash about 2 inches wide above his head. This was from somebody who I've been travelling with for months. Whoever
It was an inside job.
these people, they've infiltrated us.
They've infiltrated really deeply then.
Emerus reaches over and just pats him on the shoulder and goes, "I am sorry," and uses his whole lay on hands pull to restore 10 of his HP, make him feel a bit better.
Oh, that's nice. You just sort of see the gouge in his head now just sort of heal up, but you can still see sort of, obviously all the blood's still there, and you see like this little scar across his head now. Oh, by the gods, thank you. That was fucking killing me. Right. So, a couple of the guards, or people dressed as guards, took your prisoner. Right, I'll write that up. Captain Astrid, do you know when she'll be here? Did she give you any information?
They are not doing anything till the morning, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, they want to speak to us tomorrow.
I'll report to her and Ulfric and Orthanar, see what they say. That's fine. Get in there. Get some sleep, and you can deal with it in the morning. It's going to be an all-nighter for me, but I've got people moving all about. And he just sort of takes that, starts writing stuff down on another bit of paper or a bit of parchment, just going over things. And you guys are dismissed. Go if you need sleep.
Garen,
Starts. Yes.
when he is telling this story, can I make an insight check on him?
Yeah.
Just to see if, because he said, oh, you know, someone in our group did this and this sort of thing. And I'm thinking, a lot of infiltration there, and he is, I mean, it's not like he's above suspicion either. Is my
No.
thinking.
On you go.
I got a 15 altogether.
So, as he's saying all this stuff, Ramallah, it goes into your head that the people that had attacked Ulfric's tent, you you think back to what Astrid showed you, the branding on the neck.
Yeah.
As he's doing this, and you see like the bandaging and stuff like that, and then Emrys putting his hand on him, you just sort of have a quick glance to where the branding would have been on
Yeah.
their neck, under the suspicion that they would be branded in the same areas. You see nothing.
Okay. And
You
there's
could
nothing
tell-
in the way he's speaking or anything like that that's...
No, you could see that he
Okay.
is actually. In the way that he's speaking, you can hear that he's actually shocked, or in shock, dismayed, and really crestfallen. Like
Okay.
he's, you can tell that he is being completely serious with you. That he's an older gentleman. He looks like he comes from the same line as Orthanar, Astrid, Ulfric. He looks to be the same sort of
Right, cut from the same cloth.
lineage. Yeah, it's not like he's like goblin or like properly like puny human sort of thing. Like he does look like he's like the same race Kalishtar as Orthanar and Ulfric and stuff like that. So he looks like a northern guy, like a Viking sort of look about him. That you don't think that he would be lying to you right now. Is everybody going for a rest, or is there anything you guys want to do before you just have a sleep?
Sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Once we get out of earshot, I'll say, he was speaking about Uthanar as if he was still alive. Oh, Rick, sorry. I don't think he knows.
Don't know if it is our place to tell.
Also,
Yeah.
you've seen what denial can do to people as well. I mean, the guy seemed pretty shocked to me. He's probably... Like, you know, when someone dies, you kind of forget that they're dead sometimes, or just for a moment.
Yeah, it's possible.
Aye.
So everybody's going for a nice long rest, are they?
Yes,
Aye.
yes,
Yeah.
please.
You can mark that then.
Oh,
Whee!
So as we go in there, Stormcrow can't help himself. Looks at the one Ben, looks at Mouse and go, Mouse, we've been building up this for a while. Oh, is it the time we shared the bed or what?
Dream on, darling, dream on.
Oh, well, that dream will keep me going all night, my love.
I was just thinking to myself, please don't have to make me describe like
Oh, in that case,
sexy fun time.
Yeah, I know, I was gonna say.
Then on the
Don't
second
go.
session of all.
she pats the side of a bed.
We'll do a tasteful fade to black would probably...
No,
just
I
hear
want
it.
details.
You just hear the Pornhub music playing in the background.
I
Boom.
How does that go, Darren?
I don't know. I wouldn't know that sort of thing. I don't watch that. I don't,
No,
I
we-
don't-
no.
no.
So it goes
no.
like this right now.
Sean empties to play it like note for note properly. Fucking brilliant. That's
Do,
best.
do.
I'm more of an ex-hamster kind of guy, so...
Right. So, as
Quick question.
yes.
With the long rest, it doesn't automatically reset the lay on pools, lay on hands pool. It says one hit dice. So what do I roll to work out what I get back?
Oh no, it should...
It should.
That is your that hit dice pool that you're talking about is the one you get for your short rests.
Yeah. So it should
Okay.
be a long rest that you go for, and you should get the option for that as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I believe.
I would just manually reset it because it should reset after a
Yeah.
long rest.
Okay,
Yeah, so-
awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. So long rest should get everything up.
Yeah.
Just let us know if it does.
Yep.
There we go. And you guys all leveled up, didn't you?
Yeah,
Level
we're,
up again.
we're on
Yeah.
level 3 now, yeah?
Yeah, level 3 now. It's
Cool.
Did everybody level up, or were we all level 3? But no, yeah, it was level. we started level
Yeah, I
2.
think
'cause
I was about 50 short, but you adjusted it to make sure I went up.
Yeah, everybody was going up. I don't understand why you were 50 short, to be honest, because I thought I'd set everybody's the same. But obviously,
It's all good now, buddy. We're all good.
exactly. Everybody's the same thing. So everybody has a long rest. Nobody dies in their sleep, hopefully. And you wake up in the morning to like this somber feeling. Obviously, pardon me. Throughout the night, people have been coming in and out of the guard tents, trying to get some rest, or you just hear them sort of screaming and shouting towards any captains or anyone that was probably listening. And as you come out, you see that the quote-unquote streets of the caravan, the caravans, are somewhat bare. You see like a couple of people here or there, just wandering about, not looking like they're doing anything, just sort of in a daze. What would you all like to do?
We should go find Astrid, I suppose.
Yeah.
You're
Tell
all
her
gonna
the
go?
bad news.
All gonna go find Astrid.
Yeah, I think that's the best option.
Yeah.
So, where do you guys think you should go and look?
We'll just go Ulfric's tent again. Start there.
Yeah.
If we'll find someone there who knows where she is, clearly, surely.
Okay.
We'll be passing like a bakery or something on the way as well, won't we?
Yeah, there's going to be places. Well, hopefully they have opened up this early with everything that's happened, but you should be able to find somewhere that's got some food for you.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, just grab something
Okay.
on the way there.
On your way to Ulfric's tent, you go past one of the caravans that seems to be packing its stuff up. You notice from before that they are sort of the bakery, one of the bakery tavern sort of things, and just the guy's packing up all his barrels and his chest of stuff. Hey, do you guys want anything before it goes away?
Aye, son.
Yes, please.
Have you got baked goods?
I've got old rolls.
Oh. Aye, alright, give us a roll.
And he just sort of takes this box, this little wooden box. Everybody want that? Anybody want one?
Yeah, please.
Yes.
Yes, please. I'll take one.
You can have it all. There you go. Passes you the box. They were baked yesterday, so they might be a little bit stale, but you can have them.
Are you planning on leaving?
Packing up for the next part of the journey.
Ah, okay, fair enough.
Even with everything that's happening, I think they're still planning on moving it after the funeral.
Aye. So I see word spread pretty quick then.
Well, it's the amount of people that you heard dying last night. Yeah, doesn't take much for everybody to hear about it.
True.
Especially poor Ulfric. It's what happened to him. The man was a good man. He didn't deserve to die like that. But at least he died in battle. Anyway, after his service, after the pyre's lit, I think they're still planning on moving, so I just got to get my stuff ready.
No bother, son. Well, thanks
I'll
very
see.
much.
No problem. I might see you at the funeral then. Actually, I better get going quick from the looks of it. Should be soon. And you see him start packing some stuff up more quickly and just getting his caravan ready. You guys want to continue going on to the tent?
Yeah, I'll keep
Yeah.
an eye open for either her or Uthanar.
So it doesn't take long for you guys to get to the tent. Like you said before, the sort of guard quarters of the caravans are quite close to his tent. This obviously has this sort of the centre of everything. You see two guards standing outside the tent going, sorry, no one's allowed in. Everybody's to wait to see what Orthanar says.
Is Asterid around?
No, she's with Orthanar. There's off at the pyre. They're just building Ulfric's pyre. If you're looking for her, she's over that way. And he sort of points off to sort of the west, going towards like the the western part of the caravan, towards the sea. If you look over there, and you can sort of see right through some of the cracks and crevices of where everybody's caravans and tents and all that are set up. Sort of like, you see that's where people are sort of heading towards. You might want to get there soon to get a good view to say goodbye to him. He was a good old man.
We actually got quite a good view of him last night. Cheers for the directions, and I just start walking off.
You just see this scowl coming over the guy's face, like, dude, shut the fuck up.
And as they're walking off, Stormcrow just nods and says, "Thanks so much for the food, and I'll have to apologise to my friend. He's an idiot."
Yeah. Just keep your dog on a leash.
We'll try our best.
And he just sort of goes back to the guard duty. They're just not letting anybody into Ulfric's tent.
He's standing outside of Ulfric's tent, isn't he?
Yeah.
How much of a dick do I want to be? Nah, I'll leave it.
I was going to say, you're not getting to set the tent on fire.
No, I wasn't going to be that much of a dick.
You did say it was a fighter.
You know what? To be fair, right now, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make the guard who said that, I'm going to make him smell like shit for an hour of prestidigitation.
Oh, I forgot about that. Okay.
The man is only doing his job.
I'm strolling off with a huge smile on my face right now.
You just literally insulted this guy's boss who just died.
I didn't. No, I didn't. I just said that we got a good view of him, and we did.
In a sarky way, like, yeah, we seen his dead body last night.
What's that mean? That's open to interpretation. Anyway, he smells like shit for an hour, so fuck that guy.
Romala just sort of, on the way back, just, you see, waving his hand and pointing towards the guy. And a few seconds later, you just see the other guard that's sort of beside him, crossed spears, just sort of look and just a little sniff. Ah, dude, what the fuck? And just sort of turn away and start walking. What the fuck? It wasn't me. I've not done anything. Oh my god, you smell like shit.
I'm like doing the Vince McMahon walk at this point. Like, you know, the fucking swagger with the arms out.
Walking like a proper dick, you know, just... Fair dues. You guys are going towards the pyres and things like that, aren't you?
Yeah.
You just sort of start seeing off in the distance, like the black smoke rising up. A few different columns of it from all over the place. As you get closer, you hear people's like wailing and stuff like that. The tears and crying of dead loved ones or friends. You didn't actually realise like how much as you get closer as well. You see more and more pyres coming, smokestacks coming up. Not realising how many people actually did die last night during the attack.
As he's walking along again, Stormcrow just kind of himself. He grabs his lyre and just starts playing like a sort of very sort of sorrowful song. Just just something sort of like slow and but just sort of melodic and just sort of like to fit in with the mood of the place. He just can't help himself. He picks up on the mood and he just automatically starts going with it, and just it's a sort of nervous habit. He can't help but play his instrument when he's doing something.
So this walking group, just now with this somber sort of funeral-esque, would you say, or is it just a little bit
Yeah.
more? Yeah, funeral-esque sort of music coming up towards the big groups of mourners. Just you see people sort of turning around, looking at you guys as you are just obviously still playing the music. They sort of shuffle out the way to let you guys move in as you're moving past them all. As you get to the pyres and through the crowd, you see the grandest pyre of the lot has not yet been lit. You see all the other smaller ones, and from a quick glance, you think, oh, it only looks maybe about 15 to 20 smaller ones, but as you do look over and see everybody, see that there's multiple people on each of these pyres, and they're all wrapped and things like that. It's they've not like left the bodies out for the elements, but there has been a lot more people died than what you thought there was. And the grand pyre, the last one that's been left, has not yet been lit, but you see that it's Urthanar and Captain Astrid, plus all the other sort of senior members of the Caravan, all surrounding this, with a lot of other sort of weathered travellers around it as well. You just see Urthanar holding the torch. This is the one that you believe, obviously, must be Ulfric's pyre. Anything you guys want to do or say or anything like that?
As he's getting closer to it, Stormcrow sort of picks up on the mood, and the song changes. It doesn't go upbeat, but just sort of becomes a bit more sort of like hopeful. Like you sort of we've had a shit day, but it's going to get better.
Okay, so as you start changing up the music, playing a little bit more.
Just sort of like a bit more hopeful, and just sort of like we will get through this, you know, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
We've been beaten, we've hurt, but we're going to get back up. We're going to win.
As you do, you sort of look around and you see everybody sort of turning to you except Urthanar, and they don't say anything. They don't give you a look of disdain. Are you saying something there, Stuart? Were you? Or somebody's fading in and out there.
We might have been worried to push my earplug back in because it's falling out.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, so as you do, everybody looks at you and just sort of acknowledges the tone that you're going for. Urthanar doesn't look up at all. He's still just staring at his dad's body and just, in a fit of rage, just launches the torch down into the pyre and just turns and walks away. Everybody else, as the flames take the wood and start engulfing the body, just standing there silent in their vigil, staring at the once majestic warrior sort of leader of the Byzan caravan is now being engulfed in the flames. And as time moves on with that, you see Captain Astrid turn around and she walks over to you all and says, Ulfric's tent this afternoon, please.
We'll
and
be
just
there.
walks away. suppose there got anything you guys want to do between now and the afternoon?
Not really. Just wait around.
Well,
Wait around for the meeting.
I mean, has anyone got anything we need to... Hang on, so I know people are planning on moving off, but we're wanting to go to this tent in the afternoon. Is it possible to go and get some stuff?
Shopping trip.
If you guys want to go and have a look around, yeah, see if there's anything open.
There's one thing in particular I just want to get.
Okay.
If there's a blacksmith or an armorer or someone who sells armor.
You know that there is quite a lot of blacksmiths and armourers and stuff like that who have been travelling with it. They have their own sort of specialised caravans, reinforced for them actually doing their stuff during the day whilst the caravans are travelling. So they're not obviously all night banging and hammering while people are trying to sleep.
Yeah, I hate it when people are up all night banging.
Yeah, same. That's really off-putting.
Especially with... Never mind. Okay, I will go to that area and I will see if there are... I'd preferably like to go to a dwarven one because they're likely to have stuff in dwarven sizes. And also because Ramal is definitely a racist. No, I'm only joking. But no. If there's
No,
like
that is Stormcrow. That's not
true,
Ramallah.
Yeah. But yeah,
Well,
if there's...
Did I get to be racist all of a sudden?
Because it's in your character.
Pretty sure it's not.
I'm not meaning the character in the game.
He's got you there.
I joke, obviously, I joke. Yeah, so are you going alone or is somebody going with you or...
If anyone wants to.
Everybody going with them or is some people hanging back and trying to go and get a drink or something?
I'll keep him out of trouble.
He doesn't get in trouble.
Nothing else to do.
Everybody going on a shopping trip?
Yeah, we'll have a wander about.
Oh, okay, so you guys leave the funeral procession. Everybody sort of... There's a lot less people now than there was half an hour ago. People have started wandering back to their camps and their caravans and things like that. You see people sort of packing up, getting ready, but as you know, like the caravans, the blacksmith caravans and things like that, they sort of keep themselves open whilst they're travelling as well. After, you know what, giving me a... I know I keep going for this, but it just seems to be the best one for what you guys are trying. Go for a perception check, Ramallah.
Okay. Yeah, perception and investigation are the ones that are used the most anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, good roll! I'm rolling hot tonight, man. 18.
18. Your dice are bugged or something, because that's like your 5th 18.
I'm not joking. I've either rolled like below 5 or above 15 all night. There's been no middle ground.
Well, you do know of one caravan that has dwarven patrons, but when you get closer to them, you just hear nothing. There's no banging or anything like that. They're just sort of they're quietly moving all their stuff onto the things. Hello, what can I do for you?
I speak to him in Dwarvish, and I say, "Salutations, kinsman. How fare thee?"
I don't speak that pish. What is it?
I keep speaking Dwarvish. I'm
He
looking
does
for
speak
some
Dwarvish
armor.
to you, sorry, but he's just not speaking to you in the manner of an elf.
Oh, right. I chuckle and I say in Dwarvish, I'm looking for some armor. I'm looking for some scale armor if you have any.
Well, that's going to cost you quite a bit. Let me have a look. and he just wanders off. So, scale armour. Must be looking for some battles then.
Oh, well, we were guarding the camp last night and we managed to stop an attack on the northern side and killed a fair few of them. We were just over at the pyres, and I reckon there would have been twice as many bodies there if we hadn't been successful in our fight.
I'm going to get you to roll.
This will be
Deception.
the
Yeah, go roll a deception.
deception. Come
Yeah.
on! I mean, it's the same as persuasion for me, and it's 21 altogether.
Jesus Christ. So the guy turns around and says, "Oh, is that so? Well, I thank you for looking out for everybody. Might need to get you a wee discount. How's that sound to you? Just as he sort of slyly comes up to you and just a wee discount. How's that?
That's much appreciated, kinsman.
Don't call me that.
As you wish.
Sorry, just trying to find fucking scale armor on here. He comes up, he's rifling through stuff. What's your sizes? Quickly.
Like a dwarven medium.
He just looks at you as well. Aye, I can believe that. He just fucking goes up. Right, there. Thing is out here. Woof. Does that look alright for you?
Looks perfect. How much?
Should be 50 gold pieces for your military discount. We'll call it 45.
Done. Thank you, my friend.
There you go. So you can add scale armor to your inventory, but you have to take off 45 gold pieces.
Done already.
Good lad.
Thank you. That's all I'm looking for, and I just have a little bit of light conversation with him in Dwarvish. It's nice to speak my mother tongue, and then I nod to him and I leave again.
I've never had your mother's tongue, but okay, that's.
Trust me, you're not missing out.
He comes back around from the back bit with you as thingy. Can I help any of the rest of yous before everything else gets packed away? Anybody looking for anything?
No.
Nope.
No, thank you.
All right. Well, I'll see yous all on the road. Thank you. And just sort of turns and looks away from you all and just starts packing more stuff onto his caravan.
But yeah, that's all I wanted to do before the afternoon.
Okay. You guys just want to try and find any open tavern caravans, or you just want to go towards the Ulfric's tent just to see roughly, like just to wait there?
What does everybody want to do?
I don't think turning up drunk is going to be a good idea for this one.
No.
No, probably not.
So just gonna go to Ulfric's tent then and wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys managed to find your way through it again. You see a lot of the caravans are all packed up now and waiting, got their horses and mules and things like that are all pulling it. The tents, obviously, they're all sort of hitched up and ready to go for the people who'll just be walking and following along. So it makes it a lot easier for you to get to Ulfric's tent from where you were. So, like 20 to half an hour walk would now just take you about 10 minutes because you're just cutting through places that people were sleeping at during the night, whilst evading like horse shit and stuff like that on the ground and whatnot. Easy enough to do, seeing as though you're all sober and nice and alert and ready. As you get to what was Ulfric's tent, you see all the guards and that are around. A few of the captains sort of going in and out and looking at you like. One of them turns to you, the one who was on duty last night that Emrys healed, turns on. Oh, hello there, big guy. Thank you very much
Yes,
for the help last night. And he just sort of starts pointing at his now fresh scar over his head. You really helped.
You're welcome.
We didn't get your name last night.
Oh, it's Captain Dronomir. Dronomir. You could spell it whatever way you want. Because that's just been pulled right out of my arse because I wasn't expecting you to ask that, so...
That's why I asked it.
I know you did as well. Don't worry, there will be a punishment somehow for this, for making me think. He turns around and says, yes, is there something we can help you with?
No, we were told to wait to see Astrid.
Ah, okay. Captain Astrid and Orthanar, they're currently in the tent. Give me 2 seconds. And he sort of pokes his head in and speaking to them. They said that they were wanting to speak to you this afternoon, but if you guys are
We have
ready
nothing
just
else
now...
to do, so we've wandered about.
Oh, that's fair. There's not much to do in the mornings, as you all probably know already, with the camp getting pulled up and stuff like that. Especially on a day like today. And he just sort of looks over at the area that you guys know the pyres were made, and you still sort of see some smoke off in the background, but the smaller pyre smokestacks are sort of fading a little bit, but the grand one, Ulfric's pyre, you can still see thick black smoke belching from. The old man will be missed.
He was a good man.
Yes. He looked... Do you know the stories about him and the caravan, no?
No, we have only recently joined. We've met him a couple of times, but nothing too personal, you know.
His family, and just while they're waiting for you, while you're waiting, obviously, his family have run this caravan since the days of the Northern Kingdoms and the Byzantine Empire's war. Since they stopped being at war with each other and the caravan was made to be a sort of peace treaty, just bringing the goods and things like that around, his family have been in charge ever since. And that's been, what, 150 years?
Wow.
Ulfric's father, his grandfather, they all were high-ranking officials in Byzantine Empire. And
Did
they
they
got
all
made...
have new names as well?
I don't really know, to be honest. I never served under his father, obviously, because look at me. You see, sort of like he's only in his like early 40s, crow's feet and stuff like that. But he just, the stress and whatever battles they've endured over the years have taken their toll on him.
How long have you been with the caravan?
Oh, since I was a young man. 25 years? 26? God, I feel old. Ugh. But you see quite a lot of good things here. Yes, it's lovely to always travel about the continent, but when things like this happen, we've not had much in my time like this.
No. Interesting to know more about people infiltrating and how they got into the guard without anybody realizing.
Go make a perception check.
Stupid fucking dice. One day I'll roll more than a 15.
Yeah, you see on his face like he sort of the happy to talk sort of motif that he had before just drops, and it's like this the shame that I'm feeling about this is undeniable. As you understand, when anybody joins the caravan, we do ask that they join us in the guard duties. You know, you yourselves know the same thing.
Yes,
Tell
I've
that you're
done.
travellers as well. That's the best that we could sort of say, because if people stay with us longer than a couple of weeks, they get lit to wear our armour, to wear our sigils. If they claim that they're going to be joining us for a while. The people,
Jeez.
the one who gave me this scar, he'd been travelling with us for nearly a year.
Wow.
That's a lot. That's a deep infiltration.
Yeah.
Whoever
But do you think it was just them, or do you think there is more?
the Iron Fist, for the last few years they've always been a pain in the arse in Apriona. They started off as a little gang, and now their numbers have swelled. From everything that we've been able to tell, we travel around this continent, we travel around the kingdoms, we hear these things, and from maybe 5-6 years ago being just a little street gang in Apriona to now their name's even spoken in Arborea. It's scary.
It's time that more people stand up against them, then. Not just us.
Easy enough to say. People fight against them all the time. It's a little gang. It was a little gang. There are always going to be fights, but something feels different about this one, obviously. But I digress. I have to get back to my duties with the packing up. If you all just wait here for Orthanar and Astrid, she says that she should be there and she should be with you guys in a few minutes. I take my leave. Goodbye, everybody.
Thank you for your time, Donovan.
Gentlemen, and you sort of touch
Emrys
you all.
would be, as he's walking off, Emrys would like to run up to him and pull a little piece of material out of his pocket and ask him if he's seen any other Goliath walking around bearing that mark.
This
What's all this then? Sorry.
I couldn't tell you, to be honest. I know of the herds in Endeavour, but this one, I don't think I've ever seen this symbol before.
Thank you.
I'm so sorry, my friend.
Good. Thank you. And he shakes his hand and turns and walks back.
If, just as you're walking away, he shouts back, if you want some of my opinions, when we get to Abliona tomorrow, maybe ask there. If a herds went through here, through this continent, there will be people there that probably know about it.
Thank you.
Wasn't it to go there?
What was that, sorry?
It was our plan. That's where we were heading, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's where you're going anyway. That's Apleona is literally the next stop of where the caravan's going. So you're going there, you are on track to going there anyway.
Which one is it on the map? Is it the one on the left here?
Yeah, so
Tree.
yeah. No, that's Arborea. So Apleona is the one that's off
Ah.
to the left hand side by the water.
Okay.
The one that's not got like purple all over it.
Yeah.
From whoever that was.
In the kingdom of Caledon.
Caledon.
Yeah.
Yes.
Caledonia. Okay.
I wonder why I called it that, yeah. Not that there's anything wrong with that, of course.
Absolutely not. There's
No.
genuinely not. My pal made a whole homebrew world that's all just based on Glasgow and different areas of Glasgow. And
Oh my
he's
God.
a Celtic fan, so he made the country filled with orcs and evil people, and he named it Ibroxia. Honestly, I'll get him to send me the shit and I'll send it over to you. It's actually fucking G.
Oh, that's brilliant. And then
Anyways.
were most of the people just
We're
junkies
actually
and
tolerance into everything. Oh, that's great.
brilliant. You don't want to know what I've called some of the one of the old kingdoms in Endeavour, you know. Oof. It's I wouldn't do that to the Welsh. I mean the English. I mean nobody Irish. Nobody's biting, so that's fine. Just go places.
So are we still waiting to get into this place?
Yes,
Yeah.
You're waiting a few more minutes after the guard captain, who I've forgotten his name already. But good thing I'm recording this because I'll listen
Gronomir.
to it back.
Dronomir.
Dronomir. That's the boy. Hold on, 2 seconds, just while I'll just write
Yeah,
this.
he's written down in my notes. He's going to be like a proper character now. We're going to have to look for him every day.
Why is this not letting me fucking do anything?
I'm just sitting on the floor with making my rapier disappear and reappear into my hand.
I did wonder what the hell you were going to say then.
Hold on. Captain Dronomir. Guard captain of the Caravan. There you go, guys. You've now got a new character.
Yay!
Yay! We did this. We did this together.
I'm still going to need to look through the thing again because I'm going to need to speak to you, Sean, and you, Gareth, for your fucking town and pub that you made up. I know I'm going to need. If you guys remember it, I'm going to need to fucking put that up now.
You mean the Diddley Fiddler in Jarls and Halsenberg?
Yes, that's the one. Arseholes, the Perriers. Yeah,
It's
again,
super easy
making
to
me watch-
remember. I don't know what the issue is.
Well, the problem is the Diddley Fiddler, Charleston and Halsberg.
Oh my god, you guys are going to regret this. That scale mail, don't get used to it. When you get downed and fucking robbed from Boblin and Coblin's little brother, Doblin. Anyway, so you guys are waiting about for a few more minutes after Dronomir left, and you just hear the tent flap opening up. Captain Astrid sort of steps out, turns to you guys. Okay, we're ready to talk to you now. Please come in. And just sort of steps to the side, waiting for you guys to go in. As you all enter into the what was Ulfric's tent, you see Orthanar sitting at his father's desk. Sort of same thing. It's anger in his eyes, just looking totally not focused, but you know that sort of when you're pissed off and you just look at stuff and it makes it, you think that you're you're actually doing something, but turns out you're not. That sort of look in his eyes, just staring at his desk, looking at all these papers, blood-smeared papers, all over the place, and just looking like he could burn a hole in the ground through this desk. And he's there with his head sort of, his chin on his fist, staring. As you guys all wander in, Astrid closed the flaps behind you and just goes around to the side with Urthanar sitting sort of to his right hand side. Says, please, everybody grab a couple seats from the side. And she points to the sides of the tents where there's little chairs and a sort of reinforced barrel for you, Emrys. So, is that somebody trying to sit down on the fucking reinforced barrel?
That was a really well-timed sound effect.
I know, I was going to say.
That was fucking brilliant.
It was clearly wasn't as reinforced as we thought it was.
Yes, that's... so she turns around, so... Right. Tell us what happened last night then. After we left. Because Dronimir tells us you do not have the woman we bound and gagged.
No, we thought we would come and see what was happening here. We saw some guards coming towards us and put her in their hands to bring back.
Okay. Have you seen these guards before?
No, but they were wearing the uniform.
We thought we had. They look like normal guards.
Okay, so that correlates with what Dronimir was telling us and some of the other captains. As you know, there was a betrayal. Now, don't look so panicked about this. We understand. Urthanar has just lost his father. He's not angry at you. And you just hear a grunt coming from him. That sort of takes Astrid by surprise, like, oh, he's just said something. Anyway. We obviously know who it was. We fought with them last night. We know it's the Iron Fist. They've been hassling us for a while. Anytime we've been passing this way, but they've never done an attack like this.
Our fight must have been a distraction.
Urthanar just looks at you and goes, well, that's obvious, mouse. Astrid turns around. She's just speaking to you. She's just speaking. Stop with the impoliteness. Yes, we understand your father died, but do not take it out on them. And he just grunts again and just sort of goes back into his squalid depression. So, what else do you remember from last night? Because after the fight, my memory goes hazy.
Well, I said to you, Astrid, that there was definitely something more to this.
I am Urthanar.
And well, I'm talking to Astrid at the moment.
No.
So Astrid, I said to you last night, there's definitely something more to this, and you said you'd explain to us today. So what is going on? Why are these people so interested in the caravan? The caravan just moves and it sells things. They weren't after anything apart from Ulfric's life. I mean, what's the point? Why would they infiltrate for a whole year before then just randomly making an attack on one person effectively and then leaving? There's something here that you're not telling us.
We do not know why this has happened now. It makes no sense to us, but something that we've managed to look over this entire place. There seems to be some documents missing. We do not know what it is. Obviously, it was Ulfric's domain, not us. You know us from being on guard duty. Orthanar's a man of the people. He wanders about and speaks to everyone. Me, I just do some guard rotas. That's how I know most of you. And she just sort of goes, pans her hand across towards like Emrys and Mouse, like, you know this to be true.
Yes, but Othana, did your father not speak to you about, I don't know, plans? Something that they would be interested in taking?
My father barely spoke to me about anything other than where we were going next. The only thing I know for a fact, last night I heard a horn being blown. That horn is my family's heirloom. It's been passed down from generation to generation of Ursa men who run this caravan. It's a relic of our family from the old times. We call it the Bear's Roar. It's a symbol of those who run the Byzan caravan, and it's also a symbol of those who are loyal members of the Byzan Empire. I do not understand why they came here. I do not understand why they killed my father and only took a horn. As you see, there's other things in here that they could have stolen.
Insight check.
Roll an insight check then.
Nice.
$21.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
We got double figures from Nephilis.
I know, about time. Fucking hell.
You see in his eyes that there is the truth. He doesn't know anything.
Okay.
You see the grief from losing a father, frustration from the fact that a lot of people he knows have either died or turned on his home, essentially. And he doesn't know who to trust.
Okay.
I do not know why they stole my father's horn, why they've stolen my horn now. But I need it back. It is the symbol of this caravan. It is the symbol of my people. Whatever they've done, they've taken it for a reason. They know something. Whatever they've heard, whatever they've done this for, they've obviously heard something that maybe my father was speaking about to a merchant, to a traveler, or something. I do not know. Whatever his secrets were, they died with him, or they're on documents that are missing.
Right.
The only thing I could think of is that because we're getting close to Apleona, they either wanted to get stuff from caravans, which, from what we've heard from people, there was nothing stolen. It was just killing. The only thing that was stolen was my family's horn. That's it.
Okay, so what do you want from us?
I want you to leave the caravan. I want the 5 of you to hunt down my horn when we get to Apleona.
Okay.
I want it back. I need it back. I need the horn back before I go south. And I need to know why they killed my father. So this is my task to you all. We fought together last night. I know I can trust the 5 of you. I hope I can trust the 5 of you. He just sort of looks over to you, Ramallah. Like, in a bit of jest from last night, sort of, but like nodding his head, like, I can trust you, can't I?
I just give him a big smile.
Thank you.
Listen,
We
son,
fought together.
this is all very good and well, but you know, it feels a bit tacky doing this. But we're gonna need to be paid for this. We're professionals. This is what we do. You know, we're adventurers, and
He just
you know,
leans. He leans over the desk, looks at you. I wouldn't ask you to do this without something in return. And he just goes into one of his father's desk drawers, pulls out this massive bag of gold, and just throws it onto the desk. That's 500 now. Between the 5 of you, of course.
Storm quickly reaches over, grabs the money, and throws it to Emerus.
He just sort of looks at you like, well,
And looks at him and goes, and looks at Uthanar and says, "We'll find who's responsible for this, mate. They've let us all down. They've killed your father, who was a good man. We'll make sure we help out as much as we can."
Thank you. I appreciate that. There's not much else I can say. We travel this.
Is there anywhere we'd like to start with people in the camp?
At the camp, at this moment in time, no. We don't know who we can trust. Unless there's people there that you think you've seen before, you think they look a little bit shady or what, but I think the best place would be to start would be Apleona. That's their main base. That's where they get the most problems. I know of one tavern that gets ransacked from this gang at least once a moon. Twice if they're unlucky. Such bother from them.
What is the name?
The Wayward Sail. They're on the docks. Well, the waterfront, I should say, of Apleona.
listen, son. Here's what we'll do. We'll set out. I mean, obviously, the caravan, I imagine, moves a lot more slowly than a party of 5 can move. If we set out before you, we could maybe get a small head start in finding these people.
Well,
Is that what you'd like us to do?
We're only 1 day away now from Apleona.
Okay,
So
we could
it's up to
just travel
yourself.
with the caravan.
Yes, if you want. You can leave now if you want, but if I'm being honest, being this close to there, away from the caravan, as much danger as you're probably in at this moment in time, until we root out any others. I say this would probably be one of the best places to stay at this moment in time. Nobody else will know about this. There's nobody else that can know. Unless you tell
that's
people.
true, but I'm just thinking if we arrive, I'm saying this to the group, if we arrive at Apleona, if we arrive at Apleona with the caravan, and the caravan's being watched, and then we break off and start asking questions, people are more likely to know. Whereas if we go in not with the caravan, we could be anyone.
That makes sense to me, actually.
I agree, but if anyone that is escaped has been watching as well, they will know us. But it does give us that foot up for the ones that haven't seen, people like me who stand out.
Or maybe we just wait a little bit closer and then head out on our own, so we do not appear to be with the caravan when you arrive.
I was going to say, if we could possibly borrow some horses, we could get there in half a day. We could be there by tonight. You guys probably aren't going to arrive till tomorrow night. Gives us a full 24 hours. If we could borrow some horses.
It is, I think, one of the smartest things this guy has said since he kind of turned up.
Astrid sort of looks at you and just has a little chuckle to herself as well. Urthanar's still sort of sitting there, sullen and sort of looking at, thinking about things over. Now, he looks at Astrid and goes, if we give them a couple of steeds, give them a wagon, is there any to spare? She looks at him and said, there might be one. Might be a bit rickety, but I know that a couple of the guards who did die last night, they had their own little wagon. Could work.
That will do us fine, my friend. If you can spare it, we're happy to leave. We're happy to leave today.
If you're sure. I would not ask this from you.
Well, listen. Okay, yeah, we have a personal stake in this. Also, this is more of a contract in place now that there's been gold exchanged as well as blood. Don't you worry. Anyway, I would rather go now. One day saved is hopefully one day that this horn can't get much further. If that's their plan with it.
Also, the caravan will probably put people on edge, so who knows? Maybe our luck will turn to our advantage and we'll find some dumb fucking idiot bragging about it in the tavern.
No, that's a great point, Neffy. Neffy is good at making great points. And I punch Nephilis on the arm.
Somebody has to be, I suppose.
So,
shall we?
Settled then. Right. Astrid, deal with it, please. Thank you. I thank you all for doing this. If I go into there, if I go into Apleona myself, I'm killing everybody. And you just see his blade sort of twitching on his side, like he's like tensing his muscles to sort of pull the blade. He's like, I find anybody there, I'm killing them, and I'll get no answers.
Give us like 2-3 days to find something out for you first.
We'll only be staying in Apleona for 2 days. We get there tomorrow, we stay for the next day, and we go. If you do not return, we know that we are going towards Arborea. We're going to the capital after this.
So we can catch you up if
you could catch us up
longer.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll be faster in the wagon.
The wagon's definitely can shout then.
Okay, it's settled.
Okay, so now
he gets up and he just extends his hand to each of you. We have this deal then?
We have a deal.
And he just shakes everybody's hand, grips
I
your...
spit on my hand and shake it.
This is lovely. Shake your
hand. This is a traditional dwarven handshake.
Yeah. He makes sure he goes up to your wrist, does like a wrist shake instead of a handshake.
I make sure to grip his wrist, just sort of as tightly as I can, so that the saliva makes a bit of a squelching noise in the palm of my hand.
He takes a hand and goes, "Ah, yes, my new brother, you know," and just sort of pats you on the back, but then you feel like on the back of your shoulder, he's now just like rubbing your spit off of his wrist onto your shoulder.
That's fine. I've definitely got worse on there.
Oh, I, I, I don't want to know.
December shakes his hand. He says to him, well, I hope your father's journey to the afterlife is a blessed one. And nods his head to him.
Thank you. We, this will take a while to get over.
I'm just gonna put myself on mute, sorry.
He just turns to you all and says, right, if you're going now, then you might want to go quickly. You've only got a few more hours until nightfall.
Consider us gone.
Good luck, and I hope to speak to you either within 2 days. If you cannot get it done within 2 days, like I say, we take the trail to Arborea. Now, when you get to Apleona, I want you to go in through the southern gate. Now, it's called the Red Gate. Now, remember this. You go in through there, and you follow it down to the waterfront, and from the waterfront, you head north. And you keep going across a couple of the aisles. Past the temple aisle, and then it's the next island in the yellow sector. I know I've asked you to go in from the red, and it's in the yellow, but if you go into the yellow, they will see you from there. At least you can sneak in from the red sector. You'll find the wayward sail in the dockyards. Okay?
Understood.
And you can see as he's doing this, Stormcrow sort of watching him and sort of like nodding along as though he's and mouthing it along as though he's committing it to memory.
Good. Again, I thank you all. And he just sort of stands up again and just passes you guys out to Astrid.
Yeah.
She turns to you and says,
I sought her out, yeah.
Yeah, she turns to you and thank you all for doing this. I know that you were just traveling with us. You didn't expect to be caught up in something like this, but apparently life doesn't stop for us whenever we want it. So, if you follow me, we'll take you to the horse master. He should be able to get you a cart and some horses. Do you guys want to do anything before you head off?
Nope, just get on the move.
Yeah.
Just get on the move?
Get going as quick as possible.
Perfect. She takes you over to the horse master and just has a little conversation off to the side with him. Just you hear faint little words here and there. Just listen, it needs to be done. Orthanar says so it has to be done. He just looks at you guys and nods. I might have a big enough one for them. Goes away and just gets this. Comes back about 10-15 minutes later with this wagon and two what looks like Clydesdales. You know, they don't look like they're fast horses, but they look like they're workers.
Excuse me, pal. What are the horses' names?
Horse 1, horse 2. I don't know, they weren't my horses. You want to ask the people who died what they called their horses?
I mean, is that an option or?
Not yet. I don't have speak with the dead yet.
Right.
And their bodies are burnt to a crisp.
Yeah, it might be a bit hard to get a conversation out of them.
I'm not going to lie, I say to this devil master, that was a bit of a stupid question, wasn't it? Right, shall we go?
He just turns around and looks at you and goes, yes, please, go.
I'm going to call them Bill and Stephen.
Oh, well, okay, I'll name the next one.
Alright, I'll just call one Bill, you can call the other one
I want to call the other one food.
Food.
Yeah, I like food. Food and Bill.
You're not going to eat food, are you?
I mean, I plan to eat food, but no food.
Not food.
No, I'm not going to eat food, but I'll eat food later.
Right.
I just got that's developing. I just grab hold of mouse and go, if you start talking to this fucking idiot like this, you'll be here all day. Let's just get moving.
True.
Yeah, you can't.
And at the same time,
A pat on the shoulder.
Astrid turns around and says, "Yes, you can't argue with idiots. Now, please."
he sort of grabs Mouse by one arm, Romala by the other one, and just sort of pushes Romala to the front of the carriage and says to Mouse, "You jump in the back, because I think you and Emmy might stand out a little bit. So we'll."
Can I ask for a little strength check from you for that? Because Romala is quite a stout, stocky guy, you know, just for this little push.
Also, I've got nice scale mill armor on, so I'm a heavy boy.
He is. He will be weighed down a little bit as well.
Yeah, that didn't do fuck all. He's more sort of trying to pull him along, because it's just a 5.
Would you like me? In fact, I'm going to make a. Can I make a contested strength check against him?
Yes, that's what will be funny. Go and do that.
I rolled a 19! 22.
So, just as Stormcrow's trying to push and pull Romala to stop his idiocracy, he's just standing there, totally squat, totally like an earthbender sort of thing, you know, just poof, poof, nothing shall move me. This is just while he's chatting away to Mouse about eating food.
Yeah, I'm just straight up ignoring him, just chatting away.
I just went for a persuasion check as well, and that was a 10.
So,
You're trying to persuade him to move.
Just persuade him at the same time as trying to get him to move.
I say, Stormcrow, are you going to be driving this thing? Because I have an idea. You're a good talker. I'm a good talker. Neffy, he's a good talker when he needs to be. I have a bit of an idea. Come. And then I act like it was my idea to get in the car.
And I just sort of put my, that sort of thing where you put your nose to the bridge of your nose and go, yeah, great idea. Let's go.
So,
okay.
As we're heading up to the car, I'm going to use prestidigitation on myself, and you can create a color, a small mark, or a symbol appear on an object or a surface for 1 hour. On my neck, I am going to prestidigitate the symbol of the Iron Fist on my neck.
Oh.
And as we're walking up, I'm going to say, right, see what I've done? I can do that for 3 people, and it lasts an hour. If we can find ourselves in a conversation with these people, we could easily pass ourselves off as being members. It would be far easier to infiltrate them.
As long as they do not have like passwords and things, it could work.
Now, question for you on this this train of thought. Does it make it as a symbol, as a mark, or does it actually make it look like it's a brand as well?
Well, because it says you make a color, small marker symbol appear in an object, so I would presume that means that I can make it look how I want. So, yeah. I mean, I have seen examples of this, so it would be pretty easy to replicate. I mean, it's quite a simple design, isn't it?
It's a simple design. It is like a fist, but it's obviously, like I say, like a brand. It's like it's been seared into their flesh.
I reckon so if it was up against serious scrutiny, it probably wouldn't hold up.
If you were against, we'll go for that then. If you're going for somebody that's like brand new to the gang, like fucking 15-year-old kid that's trying to fucking go in with them, you know, sure, we'll say that. But if you're it's going to take a hefty deception against like the orc captain that you fought earlier on. Like,
Okay.
somebody of that stature.
If that's the case, then as I'm going along, I say, the other thing I can do is, and I click my fingers, and I cast Disguise Self on myself,
Nice.
and make it look like I have a brand on my neck. Again,
Okay.
this could work. Also, what you were saying about passphrases and things like that, there's something I can do which can help us with that as well. I have a detect thoughts spell.
Ah, yes, that could come in handy.
It would come in very handy. If there's any passphrases or anything like that, well, it's a risk, but it could work.
Yeah.
And if not, then we go back to the plan A of just
had a thought
shooting
there.
up the place.
Mm-hmm.
Ramala, can you make me a history check?
We. Oh, 12.
So, with your past,
Yep.
you sort of know what to expect within something like this.
Yeah.
Having been around dodgy guys for
being a shady individual.
for like the last half a century. Or how old's Ramala again?
He's about 100 and I think he's 119.
Yeah, so for like the last 50 odd years or so, being around the shadier members of society, you know sort of what they'd be looking for, what their mentalities will be. You know what you're speaking about when you're talking these situations to everybody.
Oh, by the way, he's not 119, he's 121. I knew he was about 120, give or take a year. Yeah. So listen.
You would know roughly what it is that you're looking for. You could guide these goody two shoes adventurers that, in the, thinking back on it, this is probably one of the perfect sort of missions for somebody like yourself to have been given.
Alright. So anyway, guys, there's a few different options we have, especially with Neffy's a good talker, Stormcrow's a very good talker. I've got a couple spells that can charm people, can calm emotions, and I can alter our appearances. Well, at least mine anyway. I definitely. By the way, are we doing this like as we're kind of on the wagon and camp? I imagine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You guys are on the wagon now. Everybody's sort of taking up their positions. Who's driving it? Did you say? Stormcrow? Was it you or? Does anyone actually have a proficiency in land vehicles? Actually, does anybody know how to use them?
Nope.
Nope.
I mean, I imagine like most of us have operated one at some point, maybe once or twice, but no, I don't have a proficiency.
Okay, we'll just say that you guys are taking turns. You're not like going chariot riding or anything like that. You're just you're going fast, but you're not going like breakneck speed sort of thing. Faster than what the caravan's moving, but not mental.
Okay.
So we're not going to get into
I have a +3 in animal handling, so.
Yeah, I got a +2 in animal handling.
There you go. You guys know how to sort of deal with the horses then, if anything happens.
I got a +2 now, so.
Brilliant. As long as Emrys doesn't try and stand on them or anything, then we should be fine. That's why I chose a Clydesdales for you, is because like they seem like they'd be able to pull the Goliath along.
Aye, well done, Food. You're doing great.
So
I better write that down actually. Food and Bill.
See, when you said you had another name for it, I genuinely thought you were going to say Ben, when she was saying Bill. I thought you were just going to make like fucking Bill and Ben jokes. And
I
you
was
were gonna
actually I actually wanted to call them food and drink, but but I actually quite like food and Bill because it makes no sense that those two horses would be together. So
Well.
I would suggest subterfuge might be the way forward. If we're in
So-
agreement about that.
Oh yes, to get in and talk to people, we're going to have to. Like, we can't just like go in and be like, oh, we need to know who stole the horn. You know.
Aye, but see, we're going to a tavern that gets hit by these people.
Yeah,
We're
so we
gonna-
don't really want to look like them when we go in there to begin with.
No, see, I was thinking we go in looking like normal people, find out if anyone knows where we can find these people, and then go in looking like them.
Yes. Though you say normal people, you look at us, I don't see normal people.
I mean, you know, you can only piss with the cock you've been given, you know? What?
I do not have a cock.
What? What'd you piss out of then?
And as this conversation begins to go on, you guys are currently travelling towards Apleona. It's a day's travel on the caravan, but that was going to be going quite slow. For yourselves, it takes roughly about 12 hours. You guys get there at roughly about midnight-ish. It's still dark. It's you get to the southern gate, the yellow gate, and pull up the horse and carriage. You find that the gates are actually closed for the night, with a few guards on duty, signaling to you. Oh, who goes there? Hello? Anybody want to talk?
Stormcrow's probably best for this.
Don't mind us, guys. We've just been sent on ahead. We just got a little bit of a mission to go. We just got to go on ahead and make sure we get to Apollonia to prepare everyone for our arrival.
Okay. What do you mean?
So I just rolled a 25, so a natural 20 plus 5 on persuasion.
Well done.
And so if you've got any problems with this, you can always go chat with Captain Dronomir about what's going on here. I'm more than sure he'll be more than happy to vouch for us and to say that we're leaving. Or you could just let us get on our way and we don't have to bother with all this nonsense.
I think you're a bit confused here, mate. You're in Apleona. Why are you coming to the gates at this time?
Sorry, my friend. It's been a long day travelling here. What it is we've come on ahead from the caravan. We've been sent on ahead just to make sure that everything is that everyone is warned. They're going to be here tomorrow. Is it all right if we just proceed through? Is there someone to stay for the night?
Oh, you're from the Boyzan caravan, are you?
Yeah, my friend. Yeah, we're just travelling ahead, prepared for them to arrive tomorrow.
I get you. Oh, you do look like you travel with them. You're all a bit strange looking. No offense, obviously.
No, it's a fair comment, son. It's a fair comment.
We're not looking at all this travel.
No. I understand. But we're closed for the evening, as you can see. And he just points to the giant gate that is now closed. So,
my friend, there's no way you can let us in. We've been travelling all day and we've been told to get in ahead and prepare everyone. There's nothing you can do to help us out.
Yes, I'll just use my giant key. Of course, there's fucking nothing I can do. I'm sorry, but it's nighttime. I can't let you in.
Is it just one?
Fair enough. Would you just like
one guy
down in the caravan?
There's a few. To answer, there's a few guys. Yeah. Listen, if you're front runners for the caravan, just to tell us that they're coming, that's fine. But you're going to need to stay in your wagon for the night. Now,
that's Fred. You just give us a shout in the morning when you're opening up, so we can get in nice and early.
Of course, we open back up at daybreak. That's what lets the farmers get out
Hey,
and do
excuse
their
me,
chants.
pal. Are you aware? I mean, obviously you're aware, being guard of this magnificent city, you know that there's a presence of an extremely large and powerful gang out these parts. You know
My
that
friend.
leaving us out here is quite possibly a death sentence.
My friend, you are going to be looking at us. You're going to be outside with us. You're fine. Okay?
Well,
You don't need to worry about the rumors about this Iron Fist.
well, I'll
Okay?
tell you something. There is no. It's not rumors. Ulfric, leader of the caravan, was
Anything
slain
more?
by them last night.
And as I'm going to put my hand on Romana to set to look for him to stop, and I just stop and just look at him and so say, "What the fuck did you just say?"
My friends.
Aye, so Ulfric was slain last night, by these people. It's not rumors, pal. And out here is a death sentence. And I'll be honest, a person who claims he can't even open a gate is not someone I would trust to protect me with my life.
Finding a place to tell everyone that he is dead.
I mean, they're gonna find out. There's a caravan filled with people tomorrow. It's a city-sized caravan. I'm surprised these people don't already know about it.
How
Oh
the
no,
fuck?
they're guarding a gate. A gate that they cannot open.
Yeah, but word travels fast with these things.
How is word going to travel fast when we're the first people they've seen from the caravan?
How do you know that we're the first people that's left?
Because you literally just said that you're the Forerunners.
Aye, but we're in an official capacity. Anyone can join the caravan. Anyone can leave at any time. And actually, to be honest, after a huge caravan got attacked last night, it wouldn't surprise me if some people wanted to leave it and come here quicker.
Well,
You're not very informed, are you?
I've not been here all fucking day. I'm the night shift.
Right.
And I've been told not to open this gate. I can't even fucking open this gate. I'm not your man there.
So
who's about 20 feet tall.
So how are you going to help us if we get attacked then?
So I've just rolled an 18 on persuasion. So I just turn to Romana and say, "It's fine. We'll stay here tonight. We'll take it in turns. As soon as daybreak comes, we go into the city, and we get where we need to go. Don't antagonize the guards who are just doing their job."
He turns to you and goes, "Thank you very much, my friend. And to answer your question, little fella, look up." And as you look up, you look to the sides of the two gates and you see giant ballista pointing down now at your tiny little what do you call it? Cart.
Wagon.
Yeah, wagon, that's the one. Thank you very much. And as you make a perception check, actually. Anybody. Or all of you. Go on. Everybody make a perception check for this.
I rolled a 10.
Same here. Yeah, Mouse rolled a 24. She's seen everything.
20,
Yeah.
21.
It's not
I see.
You made it! Neff made a good perception check.
Dead people.
He notices that he's staring at people through a computer monitor. It's not very much. It's not too much of a thing. You've all succeeded in this. As you look along the giant walls of Apleona, you see lots of ballista now sort of positioning themselves, not directly at you, but pointing outwards. And they are moving, so there's obviously people who are manning this. Plus there's people on the walls, and there's people in the fields with you as well. Guards.
So why the fuck are they not opening the gate?
Because we're not allowed to let people in at this time of night.
They can't let people in. It's these gentlemen's jobs. They're going to be making sure we're safe. We'll be trusting them. And as I said, gentlemen, if you can wake us up nice and early so we can get in there, that would be brilliant.
That's not a problem, my friend. As soon as the gate opens, you'll hear it clang against the cobblestones, and we'll let you in.
Okay, that would be absolutely wonderful, my friend. So, well, guys, we'll take it in turns to make sure that when it's ready, someone is ready and awake, so we can drive this wagon straight in.
I can tell you this from experience. It will be as soon as the sun rises. Because the farmers, as you can see, and if you guys look at your roll 20, you will now see the map of Apleona.
Ooh.
I should have actually made a token, but I didn't realise you guys were going to be in a fucking wagon, so I don't have a wagon token.
What do you mean you don't have a wagon token?
I've not made a wagon token.
Bloody hell.
Right, hold on.
Which gate? We're at the red gate, yeah?
You're at that one.
Okay.
Cool.
In between all those, are they farms?
These are farms, yes. This is farmland.
Okay.
I just threw stuff on a while ago. I didn't really
Totally
properly think about
spelled it wrong.
it. Yeah. So
there's us for the little square where we are.
yes. We'll say that's where you guys are going to camp up for the night. Now, if he's let me get back to my duties, I'll make sure personally that you get up as soon as the sun rises and this gate opens. How does
Thank
that
you, my
sound?
friend. All we can ask for you.
Thank you very much. And he just turns and looks at Ramallah. And don't worry, I'll be telling my superiors to keep an eye on you.
I snort loudly,
God,
and
they don't
that's all I
shout.
do.
As he turns to walk away, you get make me an investigation check, Ramallah.
7.
As he turns to walk away, you see absolutely nothing, but you get a feeling that this guy's an elf and really dislikes dwarves.
How far away from me is he?
He's now about 30, 40 foot away from you.
Okay.
So as he's walking away, I call out to him in Elvish and say, "Would you like some entertainment tonight as well, lads?"
He turns back to you and sort of has a look. Not tonight, my friend. We're on duty now.
Well,
your friends divulged a little bit too much, so I've got to go and do some work now.
Oh,
That's
fucking
night gets
heaven
boring-
forbid.
If the night gets boring and you feel like you're flagging a little bit, come give me a shout. I'll be happy to play some music to keep your spirits up.
If anybody starts speaking to you, or you're playing music and they stop, do not worry. They will be flogged.
That's
Have
fine,
a
my
long
friend.
duty.
No problem. You take care
What?
then. You have a pleasant evening. I hope we have a nice quiet night.
Well done. Good night. And he just walks away and sort of walks into like this little guardhouse that's at the base of the gate.
Yep.
And he just sort of closes over the door. And you see all the other guards that are sort of on patrol in the area, whether it be on the wall or just around the base of the guard the gate, just start walking along and around the farm areas. You guys can have a long rest tonight. Or actually, no, it wouldn't count as long rest, would it? Because sunrise will be about 6 o'clock. Take a long rest. Doesn't
Okay.
matter. Fuck it, just go for it. As the sun rises in the morning, you just hear... Did you leave a guard up, or did you just want to just sleep it through?
Oh no, we were going to be very safe with all those ballistas.
Oh no, there was going to be someone awake. In fact, it would have been me.
Okay, that's fine. You wake up. The rest of you wake up to find Stormcrow just sort of sitting there, plucking the strings of his lyre, but quietly, just practicing, sort of thing. And as you hear the now massive gate clank down, hitting the cobblestones, you hear sort of the rustling of feet and people chatting as they're now leaving, going towards the farms and stuff like that. The guard captain from last night walks over, just clanks on the side of the wagon. Lady and gentlemen, sorry. Welcome to Apleona. Your patronage is... fuck it, just go in.
In Dwarven, I say fuck the police. And then,
In
and then
Elvish.
just carry on.
In Elvish, and the only person... does anybody else speak Elvish?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
You guys hear say, fucking midget.
I giggle.
Yeah. A little smile appear on Stormcrow's face.
And then I make the guy smell like shit.
Oh, this seems to be a fucking recurring theme with you.
Yeah?
Yeah, don't understand why.
It's because he's racist.
I mean,
That
it's
was
not.
obvious.
I've done a
Oh, you're
Kalar
sound-
Star, I've done a human, and I've done an elf.
Yeah.
I'm an equal opportunity shit smeller.
Yeah, you're racist against everyone.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Anybody?
that means
you've-
that means I'm not racist.
No, notice you never done it to the dwarf that sold you the stuff. So there you go. You are racist. You made your own point there.
Yeah, he gave me a discount. I wouldn't do that to him.
And you bullied a kid before he died. Hope you feel nice about yourself. You know, that's...
I mean, I never said I wasn't an asshole. I'm just not a racist.
So, you guys go in to the city.
And
as you-
sorry to interrupt, but I think Mouse is going to have to bamf out again.
Are you?
Yeah.
Well, I was going to be finishing up pretty soon anyway, so what I might do, instead of her bamfing out at this moment in time, we might call it there, with us entering the city.
That is a good point.
If everybody else is good with that as well, of course.
Yeah,
It's good.
If you don't mind, I don't mind disappearing, so
No, that's cool. Well, we may as well wrap it up there when we just got into the city.
yeah.
Yeah.
I did want us to be in the city and at the Wayward Sail by now, but I ended up taking a little bit too long time for you guys, getting stuff thrown at me that I didn't even think about.
We get distracted.
Plus,
It's D&D, man. That's what happens.
oh no.
Part of the fun.
Well,
I'd say, if anything, you're probably lucky we got this far.
Yeah, it's true.
well, lucky we managed to finish the fucking battle from last week.
That's the bit point as well, yeah.